It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I have to steady myself with the foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun. I was just feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of the feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. Detecting regularities among irregularities wouldn't be that difficult. And how boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Oh, that's right. That's it. So this is a ship. Huh. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The over-familiar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor that some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a small exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us. Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. And perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to this world. Not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But, what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person. Are you talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then explain your hand. Huh? This? The end of the bandage is a woman's right hand. Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one of me. Is it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you salvaged the body you already are... Oh, what? I see. You salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want to be misunderstood. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that I... Huh? Do I hate her? Oh, that's strange. Ah, look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on this island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what's going to happen. Huh? I already know because I love my talent. But no matter what happens, it's no concern to me. I'll not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talents, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring me. You really don't play along, do you? Huh? What is this? It's a door? There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is there a door here? Where am I? How'd I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in the classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not gonna cower away anymore. And so, I brace myself and cautiously open the door. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of the door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too, huh? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right. Anyway, look at it. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello? How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
you.
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 Hey, where are we? Why'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock. I just told you guys, this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyways? What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell into ruin.
lies.
You were serious about that? I don't believe it. But of course it fell into ruins. I mean, they were doing things that deserved... What? Oh, shit. I apologize for that. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean? Anyways, I'm pretty disappointed. I went all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Go fuck yourself, Monokuma. Someone.
Don't fuck with me.
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where did you take us, you bastard? Though I'm not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruins, and it means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruins and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey.
What do you mean made?
This?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only... what? That only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
There's nothing to be cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then what is the exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make your decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way to stay here. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So, enough complaining already. Hurry up and start... what? Researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research about Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think it needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting has changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like he kept insisting this place is Host Peak Academy. But that's impossible,
What are you
right?
saying?
How we make it back to Host Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
Cannot be.
There's no place for Host Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building is really Host Peak Academy? This is Host Peak Academy. I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Host Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope? Is that what you're thinking? Just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possesses amazing talents and strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have it or you don't. It's nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Huh. You're just some nobody from the reserve corps who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot who he was. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should just leave me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
Do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what this means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monomi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
Serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma. However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us to this island, right? Regarding the matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that. Even if they are our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do? Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
Oh, annoying.
Graduation exam. I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying. Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been? Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope Peak Academy about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know any... Hell shit. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let us all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yeah. I love you, Sonia. You're great. He's right. Now's not the time to be fuck, I can't. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky god damn it, how unlucky I am. Where is this place? What the hell? Where this place really is. What happened to Hope Peak Academy? None of that matters. What's important is I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, so we can just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. Hey, he should really already know. I apologize for all this coughing. I got an itch in my throat. It's a little itch, needs scratching. He should already know that we never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
So, what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building? Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside the damn building. Well, I just go on ahead for now. Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running around without being cautious? She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It'll be fine. There'll no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives. So, we should do our best as well. Like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stop at a green light, we never reach our goal.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Akane already... Oh, god damn it, I can't speak. Akane always took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonya said, there's no more killing. We don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then, let's get this over with and go home. I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fihiko left the gymnasium. I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonya took a deep bow and then left the gymnasium. Miss Sonya.
Sonya!
Miss Sonya, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazushi chased after Sonya, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's gonna end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do to advance towards that hope, even if I don't understand, and that's a lot of horrifying things what the fuck? Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely gonna go home. Investigaciones! Let's go! It is a fucking Monokuma. So, I have a little theory. Wow. He's glitched the fuck out. I have a little theory. Because of these fucking big ass hints this game been giving us, it seems that we may be locked inside of some sort of digital scape. Yeah, like this. Like they're pulling a Metal Gear Solid 2 on us right now. All of it is fake. It's a lie. Huh? That was weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing this, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Can I go in here? No, I can't. Okay. Hopefully I don't have to talk to anyone. We're so close to the end of this game. I can feel it. It said final chapter, right? Right? We're here in Hope's Academy. If I remember, this is a dojo. What's in the dojo? Besides like sakura flowers and shit like that. What the hell is on the ground? Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of the building to make sense. What the hell is this? A book. Huh? What's this? It's a manga. The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Academy by Monokuma. Why is this manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with the history's first class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then, what's your first, you ask? That depends on the person. Okay. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this that totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might have a clue of getting us out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Academy's history. And not an instruction, my bad. An introduction to Hope's Academy's history, as narrated by the cutest character on the cover. The story begins with the introduction to Hope's Academy. Hope's Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for research and talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal facilities was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, I'm sorry for the yawn. I apologize, that just caught me off guard. Nevertheless, Hospeak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hospeak Academy was not available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With Hospeak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hospeak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unexpected incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hospeak Academy. Hospeak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Hospeak Academy. These names are so melodramatic, there's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it's just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. I learned that I have a yawning habit. Jesus. The Reserve Department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of the Reserve Corps students, right?
Hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away the school's life memories, right? But you should have known everything from before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say? Based on my assumptions, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were the one from the Reserve Department.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to become confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happened pretty often. Not that I know anything about it, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things are inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected from a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the hell? Reserve Department. Oh, so this is a proper trial that we're having. Okay, I guess that was of note. We could check the area out, but I don't want to drag it on for too long. We're so close to the ending. So close. So there's the dojo. Do we still have to go to the botanical gardens? I think that's what they were, botanical gardens, right? There was like a place where shit grew. The place where a certain character got blown the fuck up. And I think this leads to the morgue. This is creepy as shit. Oh, biolab. It's blocked. It's locked. We can't go there. What if I turned around and there was something behind me? I would have been scared like a motherfucker. Okay. Oh. Were we able to go in here before? 5A. Alright, what's in here? Besides a classroom. Is that another manga? I have a feeling like the cover of these mangas may be maybe a reference to something. Like this. This might be a reference to Cowboy Bebop, who knows? This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is A Manga for Morons, The Tragedy in Hospeak Academy, huh? Wasn't the tragedy of Hospeak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? It's why Hospeak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger of the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. I'm yawning again. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated sterilized drawings. Oh, not sterilized, my bad. Why I say that? Stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy occurred at Hope Peak Academy. The key player in this event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Izuru Kamakura. I do not know that name. Wait, maybe I do. Wait, no, I don't. For a moment in my head, I was like, is that the ultimate imposter? But I don't think that is. I don't think that is. I don't think we found out the name of the ultimate imposter. I might just be making shit up. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. So was he the ultimate imposter? Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students at Hope Peak Academy School Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Okay. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use the incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making the knowledge public, it stroked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that unheralded Hope Peak Academy's destruction. This is entirely the tragedy of the Hope Peak Academy. Eventually, the incident would lead to the horrifying devastation. What? Eventually, the incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0. What? Wait, what? Danganronpa 0? What the fuck? Is that something else that I should know about? Is that another Danganronpa thing? Come on, man. There's too much of this shit. Jesus. Like, come on. Okay, well, that's more information that I had before than the first game when they talked about the tragedy. They really didn't go into detail like that. So this is all new to me. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope Peak Academy. What irony. For a genius known as the ultimate hope, it caused such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. It seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Naito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Naito said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be a reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began an uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's impossible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy has been added. Anyways, I learned about the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is far worse incident, right? Then what kind of incident was that? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mystery just keeps piling up. I would like to know all this information too. This is all coming to a light for me. Okay. Can we leave now? No, we can't. Okay. I'm happy that they're not making me run around the whole entire school, because that would be kind of crazy. It seems they're just unlocking doors on like this floor. I just went in a fucking circle, didn't I? So is the biolab unlocked? Yes, it is. Oh, it is the morgue. That's what it is. Okay. What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of this already. Alright, what the hell is this? There's another manga just laying around here. This time and title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one will obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was the incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Alright, see what we got. Oh shit, alright, what's happening? A story about a creepily drawn character who gets involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this draw so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyways, the beginning of the creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding? The fuck? Eroding? What the hell? I never seen that word a day in my life. Eroding the real world? What the hell? When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities, damn it, I'm fucking like tongue twisters here. I can't speak right. Certain abnormalities soon came to light. But then it was too late. The end and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. What do you mean, just like random destruction of like not even ordered chaos or anything? Just fucking just go. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and the death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless death was the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfing the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'états, my bad. Coup d'états, I think that's how you say it, right? Coup d'état began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there's no way to resolve it. How could a movement start by a high school student progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfed the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what happened to the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What's with this messed up manga? I thought you obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during the period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues are here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by you want us to see. Jesus. I can't. God damn it. Can't get rid of this cough. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision, whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world shouldn't be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps no. That's definitely it. The tragedy. Okay. Whether or not this incident is real, what in the world is Ultimate Despair Group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hotespeed Academy in the destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hotespeed Academy? Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as the Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran outside the freezing room. Jesus, somebody help me. I need like a cough drop or something. Yeah, that was a close one. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Alright, well, I'm gonna assume the gardens are open now. I hope the gardens are open. Right? Where is this? I don't know what the fuck, where that leads to. Oh shit, what happened? I didn't press a button. That shit just moved by itself. Oh, scared the shit out of me. What the hell? Oh, wait. 5B is open. Okay. Oh, hey, it's Fuyuhiko. No, I should ignore it. I'm just not gonna pretend I didn't see him. I'm just gonna pretend that he don't exist.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, the bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be a shitty either way.
Right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do it either. I gotta talk to him? Jesus! What do you want? What do you want, Monokuma? Well, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right? What are you gonna do? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing mangas. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You shouldn't have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your blabbing. Hurry up. What do you need to talk to me about? It's about the key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise, it's about ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title of a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. Do you mean... Are we talking about big sis Junko Enoshima? Fucking Enoshima? God damn it. A high school girl.
Indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Yep, I was right about the money. There we go. Junko Enoshima. As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There were only real fuck. There was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a sec. I don't know what this ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans are so obsessed with their philosophy, having uncanny powers to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons. Fuck, I can't fucking read anymore. I'm getting fed up with this shit. In the highest echelons of power, her connections were the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place. So, she even recruited people who have been in the position to neutralize the threat. Then, what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do it without a purpose. It was Junko's Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, or a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as, well, Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, everything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any others. The idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despairs, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers... I'm sorry, I fucked up that word. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food for her children. Damn it, why I say that? For her children. They're depicted as all despairs so they could escape from despair. What? Okay, I did read that right. Alright. All in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way anyone would do something crazy. That's fucking... like, come on. Do you know about the final day of Reserve Corps student during the tragedy of Host Peak Academy? Final days. Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true for famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
Of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposal limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was included. Are you... You're talking about Hajime? Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can't believe this. Ultimate despair? Junko Enoshima? Hey, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Why did they blacken out her fucking... Come on. Fucking Junko. Jesus. Big sis Junko. I'm sorry, who? Jesus. Reserve Department has been updated. Okay. Fuyuhiko? Care to explain how you know that? Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Inishima's already dead? What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in the bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about a killing school life? Like the killings were involved like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Host Week Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was, right? The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey!
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gaps. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inishima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko is dead.
Like...
It turns out that the killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of the Host Week Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Host Week Academy, that you took away their memories? That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cool asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing. The students of Host Week Academy were wildly known as Symbols of Hope. By forcing people to watch these Symbols of Hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's pretty messed up. But the messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inishima failed. Junko lost the student she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by despair she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not, it doesn't matter. Junko Inishima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Inishima is already dead and the rest of the ultimate despair is behind this, are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved to resemble the killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
Oh, shit.
If the students of Hope Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, then those surveillance cameras the same too. The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. They're broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life. Okay. Junko has been updated. She is now dead. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I just raised the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What are you gonna happen if you do that? Oh, one step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route. What the fuck? Fuck you, Monokuma. You're not making sense again. Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including informations on the outside and inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Okay, then tell me.
What?
What a surprise. Do you want to hear about the Ultimate Despairs again? No, I don't really need to. Even though the Ultimate Despair is referred to as a group these days, it was former Despair created Bowman with charm and humor. Yeah, he's definitely repeating it. Okay, well I guess we're gonna leave now. Man, I can't. Oh, what the fuck? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. I was gonna make something like this happen. No, I've already decided that I'm not gonna be surprised. That's right. There's no time to be surprised by something like this.